So bring it on. Hike, expectation, emotion. The kick-off. The excitement already palpable. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. So we're up and running.
There's a name in this lineup, Peter, that's synonymous with being dependable.
The man they call Safe Hands.
Yep, David Seaman, one of the outstanding keepers of his time and the commander of tight defence because of the understanding he develops with those in front.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Gerrard. That is well cleared. His interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Puskas. That's been cut out, well played. Puskas is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Quality ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Such good technique. He's picked his way through. Risky ball, you've got to say. Looking for the run. Squeeze it through. And it's Rooney. Takes a shot. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. That's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Oh man,
Messi. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, Messi! And the ball's been plan so far,
അടിപൊളി.
providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper.
Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And he goes for a shot!
എന്തൊരു
Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. That was
മൂന്നാമത്തെ
fabulous. The
കളിയാണ്.
two touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it
എന്താണ്
under
ഇവന്മാരുടെ
control,
കാര്യം
and it
എന്ന്
was always going to
എനിക്കറിഞ്ഞില്ല.
end up at the back of the net thereafter.
ഒരു പാസ് കറക്റ്റ് പോകൂല.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with
Manda.
a few interesting options,
അവൻ
Peter.
അവന്റെ
Try
പാട്ടിന് ഓടുക,
sitting on
ഇവൻ
this
ഇവന്റെ
or
പാട്ടിന് പാസ്
push
ഇടുക.
on with the opposition. No force to come out.
എടാ ഇതിപ്പോ എന്ത്
Jamal,
ചെയ്ത്
a player who needs no
കറങ്ങി വന്ന
introduction.
അവന്മാരുടെ കാലിൽ കയറി കൊടുക്കും.
And it's Messi. He's gone for goal! That was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that has put paid to that. You won't be happy with that one.
എന്തൊരു അവസ്ഥയാണ് ഇത്, എന്തൊരു കളിയുടെ ഇത്.
It's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for
ഒരു
grabs.
തൊലിഞ്ഞ മാനേജർ.
Inter Milan trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good
ക്ലാസ്
time
വാങ്ങിക്കാൻ
to
ഒരു
reflect
ഇല്ല.
and regroup. I can see a few changes coming. Hasn't
ഒന്നിലോട്ട്
gelled.
3-ലോട്ട് പോകുന്നു.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. The second half is up and running.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Araujo. And the pass is intercepted. Jamal.
എടാ കുഴപ്പ് കാണിക്കലടാ.
Kimmich. Oh, easy pickings there. Thuram. Deco. Looking to play a bit.
ഒന്ന് ബോൾ എടുത്തിട്ട് ഓട്
There's
പന്ന.
your danger man. A title that is entirely justified. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. No way through. And this is Puskás. It's Kimmich. Deco does well to get it back. He's in a great position here. Just shoots! And that's it!
പൊസ് ഇട്ടത് കുറച്ചൊക്കെ പിടിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്.
There was to be only one outcome.
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now it's Puskás.
Man.
Raul. Kimmich. Tries to pass it through. Now that's well seen too. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Jamal. Now it's Nedved. Deco. Great defending, strong and determined.
ആ സ്റ്റീവൻ ജെറാർഡൊക്കെ എവിടെ നിന്ന് കയറി വന്നേ?
Pass is best. And he was quick to react. He's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for options for movement. And he's found a way past.
എടാ
He's straight off.
എടാ അയ്യേ,
Inter clearly are pushing for the win here,
ഷൂട്ട്
Peter.
അങ്ങ്
Making
ചെയ്താൽ
for a very
പോരായിരുന്നാ?
frantic end to this game.
ഇങ്ങനെയും കഴപ്പ് കാണിക്കൂ.
Puskás. Plays a sharp little ball here. Gerrard. And this is Rooney. Now it's Puskas, Stojkovic.
എടാ പ്ലീസറാ മോനെ ഒന്ന്
I think we might
പാസ്
be done
ചെയ്യടാ.
here, Peter. I don't see there being enough
ഫൈനൽ
time for
തേർഡിൽ
them
ഒന്ന്
to try
കാണിക്കുന്ന
again.
പരിപാടികൾ.
John Shawley! Net!
Well, he got rid because he was
തീർന്നടാ
under
കളി.
pressure.
And time is up. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on
തുടക്കം
either
നെറ്റ്
side.
വലിച്ച്. 3 കളിയായിട്ട് വലിച്ചിരൊക്കെ നമ്മൾ 2 തോൽവി 1 സമനില. ഇനി കടിച്ച് കയറണം. ഇനി അടിച്ച് കയറിയേ പറ്റൂ. ഫോർമേഷൻ ഫസ്റ്റ് ഗെയിമിട്ട് ഒരു മാറ്റമുണ്ട്. അതിന് നെറ്റ് വന്നതിൻ്റെ മാറ്റമൊന്നും അറിയില്ല. എന്നാലും ഒന്ന് കളിച്ചു. എടാ ഗോൾ അടിച്ചെങ്കിൽ ജയിക്കാനുള്ള കളിയടാ. ചെറിയ മണ്ടത്തരത്തിനും വലിയ വില കൊടുക്കേണ്ടി വരും.
This is football at its finest. Well, you've got to say that their Azzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one.
ഞാടാ പാസ്
So it's down
കൊടുക്കണ്ടായിരുന്നു.
to business here. Well, there's the man we're all here to
Hey,
see. The
okay.
thrill of it, Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is it? A great shot!
ആടാ ഈ പൊസിഷൻ ഗെയിം ആണേട്ടാ സീൻ.
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost dissipate on
എനിക്കിപ്പോഴല്ലേ
heels rather than
മനസ്സിലായത്.
toes.
So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and
അവനും
time
പൊസിഷൻ
again,
കളിക്കാണ്
and
കേട്ടോ.
it came off.
So a breakthrough already. And now the breakaway.
കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചടാ നാറി.
Tries to thread one
നാറി
through.
കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചടാ. ഓട്.
Can he latch on to this? Bale
Yeah,
is in a
എടുത്തോ.
wide position.
അടുത്തോളം.
Maldini. Is it long? Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so
Kanji.
congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. Batistuta
നല്ല ബാക്ക് നല്ല
disappointed
പൊട്ടുന്ന
with
കേട്ടാ.
that. Threads one in.
അവരെ കയറ്റിക്കൊണ്ട് വരാൻ എന്നിട്ട്.
Maldini. Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal.
കറക്റ്റ് വരുന്നടാ
1-0 the
നോക്കി.
score. That looks a decent ball. And Batistuta! And he couldn't finish.
Disappointing. Very
മനസ്സിലായി
disappointing.
പാസ്
He
ഇട്ട്
did
കളിക്കുന്നവനെ.
everything right in getting to ball, but it's a
നമുക്ക്
bad one
നമ്മുടെ
to miss.
ജെറാഡ് മോനെ ഹെഡ് ചെയ്യും. രക്ഷയില്ല അവിടെ ആരാ. ഓക്കെ
And here's Batistuta. Changes him with that pass. Now he's off and running.
കൊടു അവിടെ ആരും ഇല്ലടാ. അടാ ഒരു കറക്റ്റ് ഹെഡ് ആയിരുന്നെങ്കിൽ എടുത്തു.
Now it's Nedved. It's a good run this, one that is high in energy. And he's managed to get free. Now it's Nedved.
ഏയ്
That's
ഡെക്കോ.
really well manoeuvred. Searching pass he's played there. It's a decent clearance. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ കൊടുക്കും.
Tries to play it
അവിടെ
through.
ഓടാ നോക്കി നിന്നേക്കുന്ന വാഴ.
Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets. Goes for a shot!
എടാ സിമ്പിളടാ.
They have got it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its
അവൻ
finest.
കറക്റ്റ്
Real
മാർക്ക് ചെയ്ത്
cut thrust.
പിടിക്കുന്നടാ. അതെങ്ങനെയാടാ?
Barcelona restore parity.
അയ്യേ.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much
വാ
class
വാ
from
വാ
both
വാ
sides.
ഓടോടി.
Next goal is going to be so significant.
Space for him to turn. Yamal! Oh,
കോതലാണ്
terrific
നിന്റെ
save from the
കളിയൊന്നും
keeper.
നടക്കൂല.
Whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half time. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
ഇവൻ പൊസിഷൻ ഗെയിം
Sets up a very
കളിക്കൂലേ?
entertaining second half, Peter. This is going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
അയ്യേ.
25 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each.
ലോങ് ബോൾ. അത്
And
ശരി.
that's the second half started.
നമ്മളുടെ മാനേജർ എടുത്തിട്ട് അതാ നടക്കൂടും.
Looking for the run.
എടാ എടാ
Good
എടാ.
ball, chance for a
Oh.
shot. That's going to go a long
ഓ
way.
ഭാഗ്യം. പോയില്ലേ?
We had to make that, and he did make it.
അതെങ്ങനെയാണ്
Barcelona
അതൊന്ന്
clearly are
പറഞ്ഞോടെ.
trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
വാ വാ ഓടോട്. ആരുമില്ല ഓടിക്കും.
It's good running with the ball. Nedved will. He'll try from distance.
മാൻ കുറച്ചും കൂടെ.
Has hit that forcefully.
Well, I think he's
It's
surprised
like അടിക്കാൻ
himself how
പറ്റൂലേ?
he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was
ഞാൻ
going in.
പൊസിഷൻ ഗെയിം ഉണ്ടെന്നും പറഞ്ഞല്ലേ കളിപ്പിച്ചത്. അതിപ്പോ ഒന്ന് ദശാംശനാണ് അങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ട്. ഞാൻ അവനെ എടുത്തില്ല.
Great defending, strong and determined.
സബ് ഇറക്കണം. ഇതിൽ മറന്നു പോകാൻ
De
പാടില്ല.
Bruyne.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take
നല്ല
any risks.
ഹെഡ് അത്യാവശ്യത്തിനൊന്നും ഹെഡ് ചെയ്യരുത്.
Nicely aimed pass.
എടുക്ക. ഇവന്മാരെയൊക്കെ കൊണ്ട് എങ്ങനെടാ കളിക്കുന്ന?
He's cleared it out of harm's way.
ബോൾ എടുത്തിട്ട് കളയുന്നുണ്ട.
Maldini. Deco. Vieira. Barcelona are looking for
എടാ
a
എടാ
counter
പുസ്കാസേ
here,
Well,
മണമേ.
I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when defending at
നീ
least,
കളിച്ചാ പറ്റൂല.
because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's
ആ
Yamal.
ഓഫ്സൈഡാ.
Always onto this. Oh, great chance. Now who's going to... He's going for goal. Goal!
അത്
Inter.
നമ്മളെ ഹാഫിലായതുകൊണ്ട് ഓഫ്സൈഡ് വരൂലല്ലേ?
A momentary
ഭാഗ്യം.
lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely...
അടിക്കാൻ മറന്നുപോയി.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and
ഒരു
you have
ഒരു
no
foul
time on
എങ്കിലും
the ball
എടുത്തിട്ടിട്ട് നമുക്ക്
whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
ഡാടാ
Inter
കയറ്റി
Milan
വിടല്ലടാ.
have their lead.
Well, that's certainly
Go on,
not
care,
right.
care,
You
care,
can't
bully,
let
bully.
the intensity drop now, Peter.
There comes just a cut. Pushed
ആ
out.
ഓടിക്കയറി കാണാം.
Goal.
മാൻ.
A two-goal
Well
lead,
on
and they're
target.
firmly in control. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
You can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
റാഫേൽ മാർക്കസ്. ലയണൽ മെസ്സി വേണ്ട. ബെയില്. പിന്നെ ഒരു സബില്ലേ? ആ പോട്ടെ മതി. ചെറിയൊരു
Make another change here.
ഡിഫ
That has changed the dynamic somewhat.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Bale closing in on goal. Inter Milan have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in control at 3-1. And here's Batistuta. Good ball, good take. Looking for options for movement. He's shifting through the gears here. Tries a shot!
ഇൻസാഗിയുടെ ഓട്ടം.
Filippo Inzaghi is offering a right smile there.
To Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually.
അയ്യോ വന്നില്ലടാ. നോക്കാം. ഉയ്യൊരു കോബല് സീന് എടുത്തോ. ആരെങ്കിലൊക്കെ ഒന്ന് ഇട്. ഇതോ കയറിപ്പോയി അവൻ. വാ കുഴപ്പമില്ല. ഓക്കെ.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss
അതെന്തിനാണ് ഞാൻ ആ പാസ് കൊടുക്കുന്നത്? കഴിഞ്ഞ കളിയിലും പണി കിട്ടി. എന്നാ ഷൂട്ട് അടിക്കാണ്ട് അടുത്ത് അടിക്കുക. കണ്ട സബ് ലാസ്റ്റ് ഒരു CB സബ് ഇറക്കിയുള്ള ഗുണം കണ്ട. നമ്മളെപ്പോഴും ചെയ്യും. അറ്റാക്ക് നമ്മൾ സബ് ഇറക്കും, ഡിഫൻസിൽ സബ് ഇറക്കും. ഡിവിഷൻ 1 കയറാത്ത ടീമാണ്. നമുക്ക് കയറണം. മാച്ച് ഹിസ്റ്ററി സെറ്റാക്കി ഇടണം. മാച്ച് ഹിസ്റ്ററി ടോജിക്. ഓ നമ്മൾ ലതാക്കിയിട്ടേക്ക്. അതാണ് റേറ്റിംഗ് കുറഞ്ഞ് കിടക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ അത് മാറ്റിയിടട്ടെ. നമ്മൾ അങ്ങനെ ഇട്ട് പുഷ് ചെയ്യുകയും ചെയ്യും. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ അറിയാതെ ഇട്ടതാണ് കേട്ടോ. അടുത്ത കളി മുതൽ നമ്മളത് മാറ്റുന്നതായിരിക്കും. നോക്കട്ടെ ഫോം എങ്ങനെ നോക്കട്ടെ. വലിയ ടീമല്ല. രാത്രിയാകുമ്പോൾ വലിയ ടീമിന് തരൂല. ഞാൻ വിചാരിച്ച ആളെടുത്ത് ഇട്ടില്ലടാ. പിയോളിനെടുത്തിട്ടാ ഫെർഡിനാൻഡിനെ മാറ്റി. ഒരു ബിൽഡപ്പ് CB വേണ്ടതാണ്. ഒരു ഹാഫ് നോക്കാം. വരുന്നില്ലേ മോനെ? വിറ്റീനി ഉണ്ടല്ലേ? അവൻ്റെ ഒരു അറ്റാക്കർമാരാണ് കൂടുതൽ, ഡിഫൻസിനാൾ കുറവാണ്. ഓക്കെ, ക്വിക്ക് കൗണ്ടറുമാണ്. വിറ്റീനിയ മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ. അവനും ഓർക്കസ്ട്രേറ്റർ കൊണ്ടായിരിക്കും, അല്ലാതെ ആങ്കർമാൻ ആവില്ല. ബെക്കംബറിന് ഇവനെ കടന്നു കിട്ടിയാൽ ഗോളടിക്കും. നോക്കാം.
What a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie stops to make this a monumental occasion. The mood is boisterous. It is a
ആരെങ്കിലും
perfect
ലൈവ് വന്നു
ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. Alessandro across the court.
എടാ ചെറിയ ഡിലേ വരുന്നുണ്ടല്ലോ പാസിന്.
No, but his game is never really
ഓടാ
about
മാൻ.
athleticism, power, and the
ഓക്കെ
physical
ഓക്കെ
stuff.
ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ
He
ഓക്കെ
never
ഓക്കെ
has
ഓക്കെ
the
എടാടാ
mental.
അങ്ങനെ പാസ് കൊടുക്കല്ലടാ യമാല് കുട്ട. രണ്ടു വട്ടം ബോൾ എങ്ങനെയാ കിട്ടിയതാണ്.
Well, it's characteristics like leadership.
Takes a shot!
അയ്യോ
And he was there to get a vital
ആള്
touch.
ഡേഞ്ചറാണ്.
Marmoush actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be
ഉള്ള
honest.
എല്ലാരെയും വെച്ച് അവൻ ഷോട്ട് ചെയ്യിപ്പിക്കാൻ തോന്നുന്നു. ഫുൾ
Madrid win their
അറ്റാക്കർമാരാണ്.
first corner. First in the
എഡ്വേർഡ്
corner
എന്തിനാ അവിടെ
side,
നിൽക്കുന്നത്?
actually.
എഡ്വേർഡ് മാറും എഡ്വേർഡ് മാറും.
Getting up there!
അയ്യോ
Well, he
ആ
got
ഡെക്കോ
rid
അവിടെ
because he was
നിർത്തിയത്
under
കാര്യമായി.
pressure.
എടാ ആ പാസ്
That'll be a throw in.
ആയ് 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 ടോജ് ടോജ് ഇതെന്നെ തോപ്പിക്കാനായിട്ട് ഇവനെ തന്നെന്നറിയാം. വേറെ
Can he get on
ഇവൻ
the end of this? Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, he certainly
കളയന്മാരെന്ത്
wasn't in the mood
കാണിക്കുക.
to take any risks.
Yamal.
എടാ യമാലിന്റെ പാസ്സൊക്കെ റീഡ് ചെയ്ത് പിടിക്കുകയാണല്ലേ.
That looks a decent ball. Again.
ഗർഡ് മുള്ളറെ ഓട് കന്നവാര ഓടിയ സീനാണ് മാറി.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
എടാ കാർലോസ്
Inter Milan.
Carlos
so far
Mama.
providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Deco. Never out of the action for very long. Oh, super find. And he is dashed. Tries a shot! Back off the post.
അമ്പോ
Goal! Inter!
അമ്മയെ നടുക്ക് പാസിങ് ഓപ്ഷനാക്കി നിർത്തിയൊക്കെയാണ് കേട്ടോ.
Not so much
നോക്കി
sophistication
കണ്ട്
as
പിടിച്ചില്ലെങ്കിൽ
brokenness
പണി കിട്ടും.
and sheer
തന്നെ
bloody-mindedness.
അവൻ്റെ ഉദ്ദേശം
Such good
അതെയാണ്.
movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time.
We just see
കന്നാരോ
the perfect example. Inter Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team,
അയ്യേ
he's always a
കന്നാര
number one
കെട്ടിപ്പിടിച്ച്
contender,
നിൽക്കുന്നു.
and he's done it again.
Yamal. Good-looking ball. And it's good alertness.
4 ബാക്ക് നല്ല പണിയെടുക്കുന്നുണ്ടല്ലോ.
Madrid definitely like their pressing from the front. It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high
പാസ്
intensity.
ക്യാൻസൽ ആക്കാൻ
Standard
പറ്റും.
practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any
Okay.
time to think on the ball.
In again. It's turned away.
ഡേ
Marmoush.
അവൻ കയറി
Yeah,
അവൻ
they
കയറി.
were looking for a counter-attack.
He's found a way through. Aguero. Well, the defence proved infallible then. And that won't be the last they'll see of him.
ഡെക്കോ വാ.
Two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment
ഉസ്കാസേ
to this
ഓടി
point.
കയറി അവനെ
One
തള്ളുന്നേക്ക്
goal
പിന്നെ തള്ളാം.
He's travelling a long way. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
എടാ ഇവ എല്ലായിടത്തും ഉണ്ടാടാ.
Nicely done.
ഒരു വടുവൻ.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any strong opinions first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set
ഇതാദ്യം
up to
കൊണ്ടുവരാൻ
play on the
നോക്കാം.
break, and their opponents pretty much
കുറച്ചും കൂടെ
played right into
കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട്
their
ഒന്ന് രണ്ട്
hands.
സബ്
So,
ഇടാം.
no wonder they've got their tails up at
ഇജാക്ക്
half-time.
ഞാൻ സൂപ്പർ സബ് കൊടുക്കാം.
Inter Milan, 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
ഫ്ലിപ്പ് ഹെൽറ്റിക് സൂപ്പർ സബ്. ഇപ്പം വരൂലേടാ. 181 ഹൈറ്റ് ഉണ്ട്. ജെറാഡ് എത്ര ഹൈറ്റുള്ള 76 ഉള്ളു. എന്നിട്ടാണ് ഹെൽറ്റ് കളിക്കുന്നത്. ജെറാഡല്ല മുള്ളർ. 11. കളിക്കാം.
Get things going again. Inter Milan leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Beckenbauer with the clearance. And the counter is on. That's very neat. No, again, there's no way through. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Pass is short and sharp.
എടാ
Shapes.
സിമ്പിളായിട്ട്
They have come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit
ഇത്ര
the design
കഷ്ടപ്പെട്ട്
there.
കളിച്ചാൽ
These boys
ഇവന്മാർ
knew they were in
ഇങ്ങനെ
a battle,
പരിപാടിയാണ്.
and they did exactly what
ഇത്ര
was needed
സിമ്പിളായിട്ട്
to
ആ
get
ബോൾ
back into it.
വിട്ടുകൊടുത്തേ
That's
നോക്കിയാൽ
going to make the boss just a little happy now.
ഇവന്മാരെ
One
4
moment you're in
ബാക്കും
possession,
വിടാതെ
the next
നിൽക്കുക.
you're picking the
ഈ
ball
ഒരു
out of
അടി
your own
നടക്കുക.
net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
When the manager called on him, he was only too
Yeah.
happy. Jamal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, let's just consider that with a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
ഈ കന്നമാരൊക്കെ എത്ര കാലും വെച്ച് ഓടണമെന്ന് അറിയാൻ പറ്റും.
No, it's dead yet. And this is Inzaghi. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
എന്തിനാടാ യമാല നീ കളിക്കുന്നത്? നൈസ് ഒരു അവസരം കളയുകയും
Tries to
ചെയ്തു.
play it through.
ഓട് 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 ഓട്.
Vitinha was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's a lovely, neat pass. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Milik running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Somewhat off target.
സ്കാസിനൊക്കെ മാറ്റാൻ സമയം.
Go forward. Again. Smartly reclaimed. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain
എടാ എടാ എടാ.
until the very end, though.
Now, who's going to be first to this? It's a good run down the right.
എടാ ഇവൻ കൈ കാണിച്ചിട്ട് എന്താ ഓടിക്കാറാത്ത?
Still anyone's game this. One moment could
അത്
decide it.
ശബ്ദം
Listen, the
ഇറക്കിയ
fans
വെട്ടോടെ
haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And it's Griezmann.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
അവസാന സമയം കാണിക്കുന്ന കഴപ്പാട്.
Vieira did just about enough to come out on top
ഇത്
there.
അവൻ്റെ കൂടെ ഓടോളാടാ. നിനക്കൊന്നും അല്ലാതെ കളിക്കാൻ അറിഞ്ഞൂടെ? ഓട്.
Chips it through. It's made its way to him. And he's there to get it away. And that is that. Good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of
ഇതെന്ത്
course, but
പറ്റിയ ഒരു
the crowd
കളി ഇടയ്ക്ക്
largely
ഇടയ്ക്ക്.
satisfied.
അരമണിക്കൂർ കഴിഞ്ഞു. അത് മാറ്റിയില്ലടേ. എന്താ ഉദ്ദേശം പുള്ളിക്കാരൻ്റെ? കപ്പലിലാണ് ബെക്കംബോറിനെ പിടിച്ച് DMF ഇട്ടേക്കുന്നു. ആ ഫുള്ള് ബാക്ക് കൊണ്ടുവരാണ് കേട്ടോ. റേറ്റിംഗ് കുറച്ച് കാണിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി കുറച്ച് എണ്ണത്തിന് അധികമായിട്ട്. ഡെക്കോ ഫോമല്ല. ഫ്ലോറിങ് കഴിഞ്ഞു. 11:15
Well, what a scene. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. We are just getting started.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
He's a sharp little ball here. And that's well seen too. That was good pressure, just hounded him off it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
എന്താ അറ്റാക്കിങ് എന്താ എത്താത്തത്? കഴപ്പിടിക്കാനാണല്ലോ. ഇവനെ ഇതിൻ്റെ പാസിന് പണി കൊടുത്തത്. ബെക്കംബോറ യമാലിനെ കെട്ടിപ്പിടിക്കാൻ ഭാഗ്യം.
Well sorted out. It's Del Piero. And for a moment, time stood still. Looking to play him in. Had it nicked away. Most accurate pass. Baresi. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Ronaldinho. Disappointed with that.
എന്തുവാടാ?
And that is wildly off target. Manchester United certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking. Engages and forces him off the ball. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so... Applies the finish! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping. That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Manchester United with the corner. They're first. Vieira can get it clear. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. He's picked his way through. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped. That's the end of the first 45. Decent enough half, but either side able to get on the score sheet.
അവനാടെ പൊസിഷൻ കൂടുതൽ.
Period, perhaps. Very little to report. not.
ആ
Nothing
ഒരടി
indeed in terms of
ശീനായ
goal
കാര്യം
scored.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not
രക്ഷപ്പെട്ടു
from a want of
പോയേക്കാം.
trying. There's been plenty of industry as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. We're already back up and running after half-time.
എടാ അതിൻ്റെ പാസ മൂവൊന്നും ശരിയാവുന്നില്ലടെ. ഷേ
And he's quick to get rid.
പാസ മൂവ് റെഡിയായി തന്നെ എത്ര ഗോൾ ഞാൻ അടിച്ചെന്ന് പറയുന്നു.
Absolutely nothing.
എപ്പോഴും സൈഡിലോട്ടായി ഭാഗ്യവ അടിക്കാത്തത്.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
എന്ത് സൂപ്പറായിട്ട് പൊട്ടുന്ന നോക്കിയ ഡിഫൻസ്.
Just not quite.
Well, Peter, sometimes that happens. You get a great connection, and yet that proves to be the problem. It was too good to go in.
ഡിഫൻസ് എന്താ അങ്ങനെ പൊട്ടുന്നു.
Manchester United have their second corner now. They've played it short, and it's Beckenbauer. And can he finish it? On at number 3 coming up. Pucci with the short one. Whisper now gone. And now they could spring out of defence. And he was quick to react. Beckenbauer. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And here's Aguero. Zanetti. Esai demonstrating his defensive quality there. Puyol. Inter Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Mohamed Salah. And here's Nedved. Great Mohamed Salah!
എടാ വെളിയിലടിച്ച്
Not a
കളഞ്ഞാടാ.
bad try by any means. Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit,
Kenda.
even though it was quite close.
കിടില അവസരമായിരുന്നു. ഇനി കിട്ടുമെന്ന്.
Bale, who can single-handedly make a difference. Filippo Inzaghi, Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. They're back on the ball again.
Manchester United really are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Quite get there. That was very necessary.
Manchester United truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem?
ഈ സ്റ്റിക്കിൻ്റെ വേറെന്താ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുമല്ലേ? എടാ ഒന്ന് വല്ലതും ചെയ്യോ? വലിയ കുഴപ്പമാണല്ലേ?
It's Ronaldinho.
been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
We had to make that, and he did make it. It's going to go a long way.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's had a
അത്
shot!
കിട്ടിയെങ്കിൽ
Oh, this looks sharp. That's a cute
അത്
ball.
കിട്ടൂലല്ലോ.
Passes just off target. And he pumps it clear. There's a probing ball.
ഇവര് കേരള ബ്ലാസ്റ്റേഴ്സിന്റെ അവസ്ഥ പറഞ്ഞ കണക്ക്
The end.
സമാധാനം
Time is up. So a tough one to
നേരത്തെ
gauge.
കിട്ടിയത് കയറാണ്.
Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. The outcome inevitable.
നമുക്ക് നോക്കാം. പൊസിഷൻ കൈമിട്ട് കളിച്ചോ. ഓക്കെ, ഡെയിലി ഫോമാണല്ലോ. മെസ്സി ഫോമാണ്. മെസ്സിയെ കളിപ്പിച്ച ഇതോളം ഫോമാണ്. ക്രിക്കറ്റ് ഡെസൈലി ഉള്ളതുകൊണ്ട് വേറെ ആരും കളിപ്പിക്കാൻ തോന്നുന്നുണ്ട്. അതാണ് വിഷയം.
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game on. The excitement already palpable. Well, you've got to say that their Azzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strong. We are just getting started. David Seaman, clearly one of the finest English goalkeepers of modern times.
Well, Peter, if you're part of the defence in front of him, the lines of communication are fully open. He has a big say in redirecting traffic away from his box.
And his career went on and on and on.
Best tend to stay around.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
നെറ്റ് പിടിച്ചറ. എൻ്റെ
And the
നെറ്റാണ്.
keeper has reacted superbly there.
Gerrard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's Nedved.
Marquez.
Looking for options for movements. Now there's a... It's Neto! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Neto clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona with the corner. They're first. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
എടാ
And he's
ഭാഗ്യം.
quick to get rid.
അതാ ഒരു തട്ട് തട്ടിയെങ്കിൽ തീർന്നു.
Thuram. Jamal. Oh, Red, nice interception. Inter Milan still without a single shot on target. It's Nedved. Nedved making good progress. Del Piero!
നിനക്ക് എന്തിനാ, നിനക്ക് ബ്ലിറ്റ്സ് അടിച്ചുകൂടാ.
Denied by an
കണ്ട
instinctive save.
പോവാ ചൊറിഞ്ഞു വരുന്നു.
Right. Scholes with the clearance. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Yeah, what a serious charge here. Deco. And here's Nedved. Now, who's going to be first to this? Deco. Now, but he's sharp little ball here. He's got away. Changes it with that pass.
അവിടെ ഇവൻ്റെ എല്ലാവരും ഉണ്ടാടാ.
And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss. Well, there's always that risk, Dieter.
നല്ല ബ്ലിറ്റ്സ് അടിക്കുമ്പോൾ അടിച്ചതാണ്. സാരി റൊണാൾഡോ.
And here's Yamal. Oh, just skips past his move. Yamal!
എനിക്കറിഞ്ഞൂടാ, ഇവന്മാര് അടിക്കാനല്ല, അടുത്ത് പറഞ്ഞ ആളെ തള്ളിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കാനാണ്
Yamal
നോക്കുന്നത്.
really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
രണ്ട് കളി സമയം അടിച്ചിട്ടിരിക്കും.
Eto really was well marshalled there because he was
Adio,
denied the
I'm
opportunity
not
to turn.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Muscular approach does pay off here.
അക്കാഞ്ചിയൊക്കെ എന്ത്
Over to the
സീനാണ്.
right flank. Thuram. Del Piero.
അവൻ
Just
തന്നെ
make
എടുക്കേണ്ടി
this.
വന്നു.
And for the first half, that is that. It's a half of could haves and should haves,
Ah,
but
my
as
love
the
of
whistle
sin.
blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. And we are up to the break.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's being played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end to end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this. And
I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half time. So we're off.
I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
ആക്കിയിട്ട് മാറ്റമില്ലല്ലോ.
Well played, well sorted out. And now they can clear their lines. It's Eto! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Eto. Deco. We're still waiting for a goal to report here. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players still try from distance. Again, a brilliant save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
So we've reached the hour mark.
This is Del Piero.
Mendes kept his eye on it, and he's there. Thuram is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Passing is crisp and sharp. And still, we await the first breakthrough. And here's Yamal. And he's in on goal. Corner number 2 then. of the desperate variety. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Marquez makes the interception. And he's managed to get free. And he shoots! He is desperate to get on the score sheet. But this time,
Inter really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Desai
Pass their way up the pitch.
looking for the run. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he can dump it away.
Inter clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very
എടാ
frantic
എൻ്റെ
end to this
പൊന്നെ
game. Desai spots it and
ഇതെന്തൊക്കെ
intercepts. Can he
പാസ്സുകളാ.
get it through? And this Eto! And yet...
It's there! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter.
Kavanara,
The weight's
എനിക്ക്
finally off
വയ്യ.
their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
And a trademark
എല്ലാ
move
പാസും
ends with
കൊണ്ട്
the
അവന്മാരെ
inevitable
കയ്യിൽ കൊടുത്തു.
classy finish.
എത്ര
Look, if you
ഗോൾ
want to be
അവസരങ്ങൾ
effective on the break,
എത്ര
then the key
അവസരങ്ങൾ.
element is always pace. That's what really rips
ശ്ശെടാ,
defenses
എന്തൊരു
apart. And it's
കഷ്ടമാണ്.
difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that. Barcelona have taken the lead.
ഒരുത്തനും
Yeah, well, their
ജയിക്കണ്ടെന്ന്
effort
പറയാൻ
pays
എന്ത്
off in the
ചെയ്യും.
end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
വെറുതെ കളിയാണ്.
It's a good-looking delivery. This is a Burgos
ലാസ്റ്റ്
corner.
ചാൻസ്
The
ആണ്
final
ഒന്ന്
whistle is
ഒന്ന്
up
ഹെഡ്
next.
ചെയ്ത് കയറ്റി.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that will be it. Like a game, it's always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've
ഒന്നും
seen?
പറയില്ല. തിരിച്ച് പഴയ റേറ്റിങ്ങിലെത്തി. ഇതെന്ത് ചെയ്യാനോ? രണ്ട് സമനില, ഒരു തോൽവി. കളിക്ക് മുമ്പേ അവൻ ജി ഇട്ട് വന്നു നോക്കി.
The choreography, the camaraderie, the fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
ഒരു മണിക്കൂർ കൊണ്ട് കളിക്കണ്ട, ഒരു മാറ്റവും.
There's the whistle.
Well, Peter, we're about to watch a terrific defender in Carlos Puyol. He'll lead by example and continually organise. His appetite and attitude to the game is absolutely fabulous. There's an awful lot to enjoy about his play.
And he exudes charisma.
He does, and
He's having a hit! It's their first effort on goal.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least. Jamal. No, it's Del Piero. It's come to nothing. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass. They should have done a little. Del Piero! And he was there to get a vital touch. Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Good. That is good strength. Luis Suarez. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Pass their way up the pitch. And this is Luis Suarez. It's Luis. Oh, it's come off the upright. Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Rooney. Luis Suarez just eases him off the ball. That's a foul. Free kick's been given. Puskás. Beyond the defence. And he's picked out the run. Del Piero! And again! Squeeze it through. Looking for the run. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Barcelona definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack. Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up. Well, in other words, they don't... Decent! Well taken goal. Jamal. Well, that's well spotted. Deco. Now it's Aguero. Cuts out the supply. Can he get it through? Well, that's beautifully weighted.
ഇതേപോലത്തെ തീരെ ശരിയാവുന്നില്ല.
This is Aguero. Now it's Luis Suarez. And he's running through. It's Luis Suarez! It's there! Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different game in this second half.
And a trademark move ends with the classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that. First breakthrough. Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, shoots!
എന്തുവാടാ നിനക്കൊക്കെ ഈ ഗോളിയുടെ കയ്യിലടിക്കാൻ മത്സരം എന്താ? അഞ്ച് ഷോട്ടാണ് അടിച്ചത്. എന്തിനാ അടിച്ചത്? ആ ഉണ്ടാക്കാൻ അടിച്ചത്. ആകെ ഗോൾ ഇട്ടിട്ട് പോയി. ഇതൊക്കെയാണ്
And the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be. Boys, have it go!
അടി അങ്ങോട്ട്.
Fantastic! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They have done it! They have their equaliser! Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this. So they have it all to do again. Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. Oh, he's been caught napping!
ഈ മാർസലിനിട്ടാണ് ഉപയോഗിച്ചൊക്കെ എന്തെങ്കിലും വഴിയുണ്ടോ? ഇതുവരെ ഒരു ഗുണം ഉണ്ടായിട്ടില്ല ഈ മാർസലിനിട്ടാണ് കൊണ്ട്. ഒരു കളിയിൽ പോലും ദോഷമല്ലാതെ ഡബിൾ ടച്ച് ഇടാണ്ടിടത്തൊക്കെ മാർസലിനിട്ടാണ് ഉണ്ടായിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. വാടാ വെൽപ്പിയർ ഇറങ്ങി ഇതിനടുത്ത് കളയട്ടെ. ഇതുണ്ടാക്കാനാണ് ടീം ചെയ്യുന്നത്.
They have their reward. He won't get any simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
ഉണ്ട്, കുഴപ്പമില്ല.
So we have movement on both benches. Inter Milan with the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Yamal knocks it into space. Oh, not quite on the same wavelength. Yamal. He's going to be disappointed with that. Van Bronckhorst is a perfect combination. Bell! Oh, it rattles far. I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Actually, he looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Inter Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
അവിടെ അല്ല കൊടുത്തു,
Inter
അവിടെ അല്ല
clearly have
കൊടുത്തു.
been instructed to kill this off. Offense is the best form of defense.
Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Aguero. Has not gone well. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
They'll start all over again with the goalkeeper, Buffon. Picture of dependability itself. Ooh, can he get onto this? Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And this is Inzaghi. Nedved. It's Nedved! Oh, cracking effort.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
That's where it came from. Rooney! It's bounced back off the post. And there goes the final whistle. Inter Milan have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable.
കാണുന്ന 9
Noise is just about reaching here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. Well, it seems fair to say, Jim, that Diego Forlan is the outstanding player in this lineup.
Yeah, and I think it's incredible how his career has turned out after a difficult start. He's made himself into a great all-round player with vision and creativity, in addition to his finishing now.
And a reputation for being lethal, clinical, vital in front of goal is by now very, very richly deserved.
Really effective. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Yamal going face to face with his great rival. Now it's Puskas. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, well played, well played. It feels Rooney. Forlan. It's Stojkovic. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Sanet. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass is like
Yamal! It's anyone's ball now. So we're still where we started right now. Rooney moves just a little bit too strong. Deco looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nicely shaped ball. And a chance! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Inter Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Tries to play it through. Wolves are looking to break at pace. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Stojkovic. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Rooney, an individual who's prepared to shoot any time, any place. Zanetti. Cannavaro. And it's half-time. No shortage of industry or intent thus far, and from inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Inter Milan leading by 1 at the break.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. This game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Inter Milan just ahead here in a tight game. 1-0 to second period is underway. Inter Milan leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And it's Zanetti. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Here's Forlan. Vieira gets it clear. Very well to take that back. Merino. And it's Rooney. It's Rooney! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Wolves win the corner. They're first. Getting up there!
certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's still separated by the game's only goal.
Looking to play on the counter here, aren't they? Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter attack, and that seems to be the...
He's had a shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Shot could be on. Really furring through the gears.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
അവരൊക്കെ അവരുടെ
It's a cute ball. Defending of the desperate variety. Seems to be well there. And here's Rooney.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That is delicious! A finish right from the top draw. There seemed no way back, but they are level. One sweeping move executed with efficiency.
Yeah, when you hit on the counter-attack like that, like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Looking at a different game now.
Boards really can't sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just don't and force the issue.
Knocks it out wide. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Drives it in. Towering header! Oh, not the best of headers.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Vieri does really well to win the ball there. Knocks it into space. This is Vieri. He's found a way through. And he can thump it away.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
അവിടെയും മിസ്.
Maldini. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Maldini, always, and after a brief check, the referee blows his
ഇതൊരു
whistle.
ഗതികേടായിരുന്നു.
So it does end all square, inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure, just enough on either side to find a winner. Would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. Game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. Just a strict one. We are just getting started. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Stojkovic playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to pass it through. He's got away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Akanji cuts it out. Oh, Red, nice interception. Quarter of an hour played. Red's one in. Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero! A finish of true class! And Inter go in front. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
That's been intercepted. And he's managed to get rid. And Bronckhorst is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Nedved! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Well, look at him. Furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Nicely weighted ball. Diouf shoots! It's unspoiledly here! And he makes no mistake. AC Milan are all square. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Milan restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two sides of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Akanji. Scholes. Knocks it into space. Looking for options for movement. Jamal. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's going to be disappointed with that. That is a little undercooked. Can he finish? It's there!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Milan with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Lovely pass, but can he get there? That brings the first half to a close. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. The midway point of the game.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable.
It has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back in the second half very soon. So the action is resumed.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
His positioning was spot on. Cannavaro going forward.
Del Piero. Promising build-up.
Now it's Puskos. Inter Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Jamal.
I'll let up probing ball.
Inter Milan really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half.